earlier. What a crazy set that we did have, but his link is absolutely crazy. Like, he casually just talks about these bomb setups, like, on ledge, and I'm just like, dude, what are you talking about? He hits me with it, and I'm like, oh, okay. That's what you were talking about, and I'm dead at, like, 20, so I'm like, all right. But we're going to see another Steve come out in A9, and what a meteoric rise from this guy, right? From South Jersey coming up to North Jersey and absolutely making waves. I think he did get PR'd recently in the last quarter of New Jersey PR. So fair play to A9. And again, just tearing it up in South Jersey, kind of just being the gatekeeper of that region, but also moving out of region and making some moves as well. Speaking of making moves, you're going to see him at Let's Make...
I'm about to say.
Luminasi
We're making moves this weekend.
Yes, sir. Dude, that event is going to be so fun. I've literally been waiting for this.
It's going to be a movie. Oh, we zooming in? We zooming on the gum chewing cam?
The Mog?
Oh.
Look at that jawline.
Oh. I'm glad I can't hear the players because I have misophonia, so I would have been having a fit if I was hearing the gum chewing. But A9 gonna be on the Steve as again, and Deltaforce, as you mentioned earlier, a phenomenal Link player, has the has these bomb setups like to a T. I mean, the trigonometry that my man is doing, I could never be me. You are better than me in every way, shape, or form.
Yeah, bro's got that high tag down. I forgot what it is for parabolas. I'm literally like so good at math and I forgot about it. Nonetheless, this is actually not a bad matchup for Link as many might think, because even though he's a slow character, he has a lot of tools to be able to break these blocks. I mean, that lingering nair just absolutely destroys a wall, like a dirt wall. And also you have boomerang, you have arrow, down air even, to potentially break minecarts. So there's a lot of things that A9 has to worry about, even though, you know, not just getting his own materials, but these flurries, these salvos of projectiles just flying towards him, and Deltaforce already applying the pressure immediately with his range on that sword.
And you saw the dirt blocks that A9 was putting down got completely swept away by that big hitbox of this sword. The F tilt and the F smash can be so important in kind of getting rid of these tools from A9, which, you know, some people were struggling a little bit earlier with in the bracket. So the fact that Deltaforce is able to find these kind of values with the boomerangs, with the sword, with the bombs as well, that's so good. I mean, we're kind of trading off projectiles right now. We're trading off these minecarts. We're trading off these boomerangs. We did find a little connection, but it's get stuffed out by A9's aerial here. But Deltaforce is still on top of him, like right on rice. Misses the up smash, unfortunately, but that's A-okay. As long as Deltaforce keeps kind of stuffing out A9 and making sure that they're not really able to find much mining value. I mean, Deltaforce might be the one, you know, laughing at the end of the day, but the minecart lingering hitbox does come through and kind of forces Deltaforce away from A9.
Yeah, it definitely doesn't help that minecart also has armor, so a lot of moves like Fair One aren't gonna be able to break it immediately. So stuff that A9 has to be worried about again. But you kind of saw Deltaforce throwing down the bomb to keep its hitbox out if A9 did go for a neutral getup, which he did, and was able to get some more damage, send him off stage. A9 still at disadvantage. How do you come back from this without any iron? Gets the dash attack off. He's going to mine it up, probably going for a down tilt soon. Nope, goes for the anvil, and that's lights out on Deltaforce's first stock.
Yeah, untackable situation from that anvil you were talking about earlier. But, I mean, A9's at 153%. I mean, for the first people, he sneezed. Never mind, you guys see twice. Has to sneeze on A9 to take the stock away. I mean, the fact that the blocks were able to kind of help A9 survive such a devastating attack was so good. Even then, the up B, the hero spin, not going to be enough either to really secure this, just a first stock from A9. And unfortunately, Deltaforce is being subjected to higher percentages as the time goes on. A9 getting a lot of extra credit for themselves and a lot of value by being able to mine safely behind these stone bricks, right? So it's a free-for-all. It's going back and forth. You know, Deltaforce wants to respect the space, but not too much, because this is what happens. You get back thrown, you try to go for the down smash to cover the landing on the ledge, but there we go. Finally, Deltaforce finds that first stock, but at 69%, you have to be really weary with how you respond.
I love how Deltaforce just pushes A9 off the mine, like the crafting table when he's trying to go for diamond. That was absolutely crazy. But this is kind of why I don't like this choice of PS2, even though it is the Tri-State Classic. This is a stage where Steve is able to get stone, doesn't get any dirt, doesn't get any wood. It's literally just stone iron, gold, and diamond. So this is like really, really bad if I'm Deltaforce right now, because I'm gifting A9 the opportunity to get strong materials, strong resources to be able to mine even more. Getting hit by this back throw. Not looking too hot for Deltaforce as he tries to look for this edge guard. Has to avoid getting hit by that block, but an amazing hero spin to come back. And a drop off fair as well to cap off that recovery. Amazing stuff.
Yeah, for sure. The ledge hang there was absolutely monumental to avoid that stone block. Very nicely done from Deltaforce. And now A9 is the one on this ledge here. We go for the rolling, we go for the rollback. Lots of rolling happening, but we go for the footstool. Anvil gets the stock off. Now we have A9 in a very comfortable position here. You're behind the stone block, but the boomerang does go through that relatively easily. And Deltaforce finds the scoop up with the tip of that sword there. But A9 does find a way to come back with, of course, that coveted minecart. Now coming even faster with those reinforced powered rails. Sorry. We go for the forest smash with a diamond tool. That's absolutely massive. Now, what is the answer? We're not going to go for the stone block, but instead, it's going to be... I was gonna say we saved him! And then we didn't save him. Instead, we killed him with that down smash. A9, very, very nicely done, taking the first game of this series.
Yeah, and I mean, again, it doesn't really help that Link's disadvantage is actually kind of atrocious. So... when you're off stage like that, if you're Deltaforce, you gotta find ways to come back. And it's not that easy against a crazy edge guarder like Steve. I mean, as you see there, you know, Deltaforce is like, oh, I get this tech off. Oh, I gotta deal with another down smash or another forward smash. That is kind of, you know, the crazy part about Steve is that you kind of just throw a lot of these moves out and it's really safe. And you can't necessarily contest them or come back from them either. But Deltaforce, right off the bat, on the front foot, as he deals 60 plus damage onto A9, understanding that, hey, maybe I gotta take some notes from Smash Bros, right? Maybe go on the aggressive, find these lingering nairs, combo them into maybe a forward air, something like that. Get this damage off so that when A9 potentially loses his first stock, he can start playing my game. And I think that's what you have to do as Link. You don't want to play your opponent's game. You want them to, you know, play at your tempo, play at your pace. Right now, Deltaforce is the conductor of this train right now.
Yeah, for sure. It is, honestly, it's Deltaforce's circus, and we're just in it right now. Having a great time, and even better, couldn't take the stock there, unfortunately, but getting ever closer to being in the big advantage there, and that's what I'm talking about. Takes the first stock, relatively easy from A9, and with only sub 50% on yourself here going into the second stock, that's absolutely great. But now we go into these up air combos. Deltaforce does find himself wiggling out of it just narrowly, but falls right back into it now, converting into a up smash rather than the up tilt here. Now we're going for these dirt blocks. We're going to be mining a little bit here to get some resources, and that's a good one. We have the gold tools already. Now he's got to mine a little bit faster for these diamonds.
Yeah, I think Deltaforce actually would rather A9 go for these the gold tools because it doesn't give him the powered up minecart. Landing Nair into another landing Nair. Absolutely crazy stuff from Deltaforce to find these combos. Another landing Nair. I mean, again, that Nair is one of, if not the best Nair in this game. What do you mean it can stop fully charged Samus charge shot? That is crazy to me. But so far, it hasn't really been stopping a lot of A9's approaches, especially this minecart, which has been, you know, kind of just biting Deltaforce in the behind right now, even though he has the lead. Well, I mean, if a Steve can do it, so can Link. Going for the F smash right across the blocks, and amazing stuff. A9 trying to recollect himself. I can understand that, especially getting hit by an F smash in that manner. A9's got to lock in a little bit. Gets that backer off. Not gonna die. Oh gosh.
My man is a liver! Deltaforce is living these exchanges more often than not, which is even better for himself, kind of being in the backseat game-wise, right? We're behind a game. Meanwhile, do I come back? Okay, we low-key saved them. We want to finish strong, we want to finish fairly. We go for the boomerang, doesn't really get the connection, but we do find a minecart into that anvil, finds the stock, 2-1 so far. Deltaforce in a extremely comfortable position here. Minecart gets expended, and now we're back fighting for this stage control, which Deltaforce is clearly taking over.
Yep, throws that bomb once again. Such an active hitbox. A9 without really an answer. Gets the snare one more time. Maybe looking for an uppy potentially to edge guard. Nope, gets the forward air. And we're going to go into game 3. Amazing adaptions from Deltaforce. But like I said, once he got that lead and forced A9 to kind of start approaching, not be able to get these materials off like mine, Deltaforce was just in the hot seat the entire time. And I mean, when you get stocks like that second stock that he got, like this one right here, I mean, you take that, you run away with it immediately, right? That is a lead that you will probably not see for a long time, especially considering how this is, you know, he's playing against a character like Steve, who can come back from deficits like these, believe it or not.
You're right, and you know we've seen A9 do it multiple times throughout this whole night, right? So whether it's on stream or off stream, whether at the venue or watching at home, A9 is a very talented Steve player, but in the hands of Deltaforce, somehow, some way, Deltaforce has manipulated this tempo to be completely played at, you know, that Link's typically slower one, right? So very well done for Deltaforce in that game 2. Now going over to game 3, we've shortened the stage, we've tightened it up. We only have 2 platforms still, but we're on small battlefield, so a lot more duking it out, a lot more close quarters, and just narrowly whiffing that last up air. However, still keeping Deltaforce in this advantage state off stage, getting this edge guard started on A9.
Oh, doesn't get the tech?
No, not like this. Oh my god.
There's not much you can do about that. If you tech, I mean, you get hit by an F smash, but at least it puts you in a better position. But not teching there might be detrimental to Deltaforce as he looks potentially to find the stock. Almost does with that remote bomb. What's the option here? Maybe an F tilt? It gets hit by the fair.
Yeah, he's trying to go for these nairs multiple times on that ledge there against A9, but A9 weaves his way around it so nicely. 2 pillars being built here, going for the mining. Does get the gold ingot in the back pocket here. And a lot of this iron and oak wood material, which is absolutely, you know, really good to use for those anvils and these minecarts that A9 is so keen on using. And now that A9 is in this hot seat here, being in the lead. Nice. Oh, the fake out was really well done. I love the mind games with the bomb.
It's like it's the no mix-up. Well, I mean, I guess that's also a no mix-up, right, for Deltaforce. Not getting the tech a second time. Unfortunately, gonna get hit by this NIL. Oh, the returning boomerang to save the day for Deltaforce. Gives him at least a life a little bit. In this game number 3, gets these nairs off of these minecarts. Really crucial damage being dealt by Deltaforce. Gets the jab 3 off as well. Deltaforce applying the pressure. Doesn't get the F tilt. Gets another nair off. Can he get this edge guard? Can he finish off the stock while at least maintaining 41%? Gets it!
Oh, and we do it! We did it! Okay. Jellyfish, we did it. We have finished off that edge we were talking about earlier with that beautiful up air just kind of lingering out in that air, and I had nothing else but to fall right into it. We've evened up the stocks. We could even up the percentages here at any moment. Deltaforce now has to kind of break through this literal wall. Goes with it with the nair into the forward coming through as well. That's beautiful that the boomerang does follow through, but doesn't really connect. He kind of just chases A9 away for a second there as that minecart helps beat him away safely. Gold tools are online, and those are really good for these up tilt combos we were talking about earlier. So hopefully we can see that happen for A9 to close out this third and final game between these two absolute powerhouses. But A9 is going back to a slow-paced game in order to get diamond, and we have those diamond tools now, Jellyfish.
This was looking really, really dire for Deltaforce, gifting A9 all this iron as well. So many anvils, so many minecarts going to be sent out as 102% onto Deltaforce's name. I mean, now you have Rage. You can definitely find a kill on small battlefield, but if A9 keeps on playing this slow game, kind of waits for these aerial approaches from Deltaforce, especially with that nair, it might look dire. Doesn't get the forward air out of that boomerang.
Oh, minecart is getting utilized to kind of expedite our way through the stage, but we're off the stage now. Deltaforce is very comfortable with these edge guards. Tries to get rid of the crafting table instead, gets rid of the dirt block instead. We're going for these bomb. The bomb is in the middle of the stage, can be detonated at any moment here by Deltaforce. Now we're going to be throwing it out. Look at the resources we were talking about earlier. You had so much iron, so much stone, but now you have zilch. Nothing really useful in these last hit scenarios. And by last hit, I mean Deltaforce takes game 3 and moves on to winners finals.
If you want to find the dictionary definition of composure, you are looking at it at Deltaforce. I don't think anybody realistically would be able to make a comeback like that, especially when you're stock down at 41% on last stock, like how Deltaforce did. That is exactly why he is C2. I mean, especially as a character like Link, who's kind of slow. Even though he does have the damage output to be able to make those comebacks, you kind of just don't expect that character, like that kind of trait from a character like that. But Deltaforce makes it back immediately, and from a formidable foe like A9 as well, who got a lot of those missed techs, made the most out of it, just could not stop Deltaforce. A force to be reckoned with. And he's going to face Smash Bros. That's going to be a fun little matchup for winner finals. But again, just what a comeback from Deltaforce. Exactly why he used to be PR'd. Exactly why I believe he is the best Link in North America, and should, you know, after seeing this, definitely keeps that title.
I completely and 110% agree with you. I've been watching Deltaforce for a very long time, since, you know, basically. And this Link has just, chef's kiss, has improved so much. Every single time I come back and, you know, visit the scene again, it is genuinely insane. The way that you can make a character like Link, you know, a base character, like for one of the first characters you get in this game, and how he works the character to this degree, absolutely fantastic. But that's no shame on A9. A9 still extremely technical, extremely talented on the Steve here, and it's only gonna prove it to us in loser side, where, you know, you're still duking it out against people like Pattaya, who took out Jackal to make it top 8. Yes.
That's my
Jackal
Rutgers.
is out, baby. My goodness.
That's
Jackal
my Rutgers
is
guy
out
right there.
to Pattaya. And Mateo just winning 2-1 against Noodle in loser side. So gonna be waiting for, gonna be going against Justin Byleth in losers. So winners finals, we have, like you mentioned, Deltaforce and Smash Bros duking it out. But losers, I think losers looks extremely interesting if you are just kind of watching what's going on tonight.
Right, a lot of former PR and a lot of Lumi rank players as well, especially Jackal recently getting number 144. Noodle, I mean, you saw his run that he had at the Xanadu Homecoming, absolutely crazy, repping New Jersey like an absolute beast that he is. And again, a lot of formidable players down there in the loser side. But hey, that is the beauty of New Jersey. Every single corner of that bracket, you're seeing someone that could potentially be PR'd in a different region. Someone that has, you know, wins off of PR players online as well. It's crazy, you know, the amount of talent that New Jersey has to offer. You kind of just see that in these matches that we have on stream right now.